Greetings, celebration. I had to even tell the cop today, the sheriff. No, it wasn't a cop, just the DHS agent, that I had another outfit in my purse. It's like, just, this is a small island. I used to live on another island where we never carried any like ID or debit card or anything. It's just a beach town. You get out in your bathing suit, you walk out, you walk around, you go to the market and begin. So this whole is just a tad strange. Otherwise, apparently Aaron was fooled by Cristal just because when I was showering, now Aaron is really jealous because he's supposed to be the keeper of the covenant, and instead Uriel came up with a formula to make a vow to tonight come to my tent and offer me to, if I open the door and go down on him, then let him fuck me. He'll fuck me for Aurora, not Dima. And I believe, it is it's a smart test, like by the cops. So if they want to say that I'm, as a matter of fact, whatever, if Israel is claiming that I'm possessed by my own, soul or whatever, beingness, then that is the most logical way to go. So I believe that is a very logical, demeanor. Now, my response to it, will determine a lot. Now, Aaron is jealous in case I say yes and I get out and I open the door and we fuck. And then, like Uriel's my partner for now, then Aaron is stuck with Tina Tabra, with a hooker. And then he's fucked because he's not going to get orgies forever. He's going to be stuck with that. Because it's under divine rule. You don't fuck around under my rule. It's not going to happen. Nobody. It's like, this is not like, oh my God, you have a choice. No, you don't. Otherwise, they went to the cop station, Crystal Cordoba and Aaron, and they subsequently had, I posted immediately and I tagged Department of Homeland Security, A2 Washington, to tell them that there's no such thing. You have to shut down that office. Be ashamed to even name yourself that. It means you're anti-constitutional, you're anti your forefathers, you're pro-duality, which is binary codes, which is against the whole concept of freedom for UFO contact for the Lord in the highest. I don't understand how you don't even notice that you're being anti-constitutional. Long story short, as soon as I did, Crystal Cordoba gets up and shoots Aaron in front of the DHS officers. So they had to shoot him, take him down, suck his dick, do the fake surgery on him, 3 times clockwise, 3 times counterclockwise, program him in the Love as One cult. Now, when I was I infiltrate parasites because I'm high light. So I went not convinced that that's my people. I knew that I was there to break them down. So every surgery I performed, I infiltrated my light through their idiotic systematic. This is why now I am so goddamn powerful. No matter what they do, my light will always win. You always witnessed and all witnessed what happened in Switzerland. You all witnessed the pyramidal apparitions in the sky, tripothalons to cancel all those triads. You witnessed the waterfall. You witnessed the mothership that picked me up in a green light, and my back was bent like that. I was a little child. I was just out of the refrigerator in Switzerland. I ran out and I got interpolated. You all saw these facts. So if you haven't and you still try to talk to me without giving me an ID, you should be ashamed. So you need to protect me. You need to remove me from a situation where Love Has One cult are able to do property damage by Cristal Cordoba, the hooker that shot in the cop station now, to steal shit. That's why they do property damage. To steal my shit, my pee. If I flush, like when I used to be unconscious, like I used to be very much dumber. I didn't know. I used to flush tampons. They stole billions of blood cells from me. Now they'll steal them from my USPS package, put them in another package. So you have to take consideration of that, because what is said here tracks forever and beyond. And you will be held accountable as a cop if, provided I post without even tagging your station. You're supposed to follow up. You're supposed to be on top of things. While I'm talking, many cops are now in the present moment listening to every single word. They're fucking other people. Being programmed that they say of other people saying and not myself. So by the time I post, there's more idiotic cops, in their terms, that are stuck in an office watching me, video by video, trying to interpret me, trying to put, the good words versus the bad words versus the good impressions, trying to figure it out, whatnot. I have the answers. I'm not sure why they don't reach out to me, why they're trying to play me against myself when, as a matter of fact, I am your solution. I don't understand why this confrontational act at all times. So I do know and believe and have absolute trust and faith that the man today that showed face, of certain he's watched my videos. Of course he knows how I present myself, but he was trying to trigger me to say Aurora, so that if I say excuse me, he was saying Jima, to provoke a reaction in me to say, I am Aurora, how dare you motherfucking creeper, or something like that. And then he'll go like, confrontational, like violent, or, whatever. No. So this is why they double pay and more. They pay sevenfold. If you start to bark at me something wrong, to cause an archonic opening and a portal to usurp my sexual energy, to transmit it to a bunch of illegals at my tent that are illegals, that are fucking a bunch of poor cow fucking cops getting bit by a spider and a snake and transforming to certain things, then you personally, as an individual, not as part of like Beaufort County Sheriff, no. You are being judged every moment by the divine creator in the highest, which, as you know, is way higher than whatever you serve. So how do you have the authenticity and audacity to wake up as a human being, go through taking care of yourself, feeding yourself, showering, putting on a costume, to come and disrespect yourself like that to my face? By what audacity do you pretend that you don't know how to make the research? Or and I had already posted when Dima Tabrawi put its stamp on in my file, then and there, and I had posted the number of everything. So it means you are not up to snuff, and you are not permitted to operate under DHS if you're not up to snuff. This is the number one most powerful nation on the planet, and on all multi-dimensions. So if you are here to cause damage to freedom, you have to extrapolate yourself for your own benefit. And that being said, I have already burnt a letter for the Confederates, invoking highest amounts of light. I might do a bit more work. It's been a very slow and long day. At the same time, very fast and rapid. And apparently they had told these cops that I stink and I'm like some wild beast coming out to bite a cop and get some sperm down my guzzle, or whatever the fuck they told them. You know what I mean? And then the guys were like very, very surprised at what that was. They saw perfect teeth, perfect makeup. I was in a perfect bathing suit. I looked impeccable. I was wearing a little bathing suit. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to go put my outfit. Like, I didn't know what to do. And, this took me out of absolute proportion. I wasn't expecting to see all these guests in the parking lot. So I was standing there in a little bikini going, and stuff like that. So, and I didn't give out any sexual innuendos. I didn't try to go left, right, or center, run up the stairs, make a show of myself, because some people would. Some people, if you are a non-American, you can't face a cop, because you are not freedom. You are not that frequency, and no cop is stupid. If they are in a costume, they all have the basic training that it takes to even be that person, drive around and hold that monitor. So every single time they come to me, if I am impeccable, they are the same. They never disrespect me or something like that, or public. They do rape me, and then they take me in on behalf of other people if I don't catch it fast enough. Then I am to blame with myself, because if I give the chance to 5D, if you down degrade, if you're not an A and beyond, in their terms they call it if you're less than 5D. No, 5D, that's the shit. This is the shit eaters that are the douchebaggish. So now I just want to tell the shit and the pea eaters that you must know that any time now, it's not going to work anymore. So if you continue doing harm and you're expecting that, oh, now I'm in a cop car, let's drink her pee, it might not work. You might get stuck there for the fuck ever. I'm telling you that I will target energies to annihilate your order. And I am very serious about that. This is Aurora Mother in creation. And to the poor DHS officers that got taken down, now as your job, it is to find a way to appeal to the idiot cops that didn't, get cursed like you now. So they're the smart ones, because the meek shall inherit. But you have to be a vessel to aid them in self-salvation. That is your mission. So now you're going to poor people, they're going to run around, start getting shot, bit by these animals, because now they understand. They're like, oh my gosh, holy fuck, oh my gosh. Like, as soon as they understand what's going on, they go bonkers over it. And then they don't know how to reach me anymore or to appeal to me because they're already on the wrong side. And then there's many in their trap. So I will do the best I can. You're very welcome, creation. This is Aurora.